Okay guys, we're going to try one more to get ready for our 2.6 quiz. So here's the problem. And what I'd like you to do right now is pause the video and see how much of this you can actually do on your own. So pause the video because I'm going to continue, but I want you to give it a shot on your own. And then come back to the video either to check your work or if you get stuck. All right, so the first thing we need to do, of course, is factor. So here we go. We're going to factor everything. Let's see. I need an x plus 7 minus 2. That will FOIL to give me this. And x plus 7 plus 2 will FOIL to give me that. So here we go. We see we have a cancellation, which means that we are going to have a hole in our problem. So we're going to have a hole at -7, comma something. And because that's what I canceled out. And whatever you cancel out, that's where the hole goes. So now I'm going to put -7 into here. And I get -9 over -5. So that's 9/5. And if you wonder where to put that, I don't think I need this anymore, so I'll erase this. If you wonder where to put that, think of 9/5 as 1 4/5. So 9/5 is 1 4/5. All right. Now, in addition to the hole, we need our vertical asymptote, horizontal asymptote, x-intercept, and y-intercept. All right, so we can look at our problem, and we can clearly see that my vertical asymptote is going to be at x equals -2, because vertical asymptotes happen when the denominator is 0. Vertical asymptotes happen when the denominator is 0. Okay, now my horizontal asymptote. Well, sometimes we like just to look at the original problem. You certainly can do that right there. You can see that your asymptote's going to be a 1, y equals 1. But you can also see that in your reduced problem here, the problem that we're working with, x over x, that would also be 1. So it doesn't matter where you look, either place, the asymptote horizontal is going to be at 1. The horizontal asymptote is found by boxing in the powers. So x squared over x squared, or x over x. Now, to find our intercepts, it's very, very simple. We let each letter just plug in a 0 for each letter. We're just going to plug in a 0. So if I'm doing this one, that's the x spot. So that's x comma y. So I'm plugging in the 0 for the x. So that would be -2 over +2, -1. So I'll plot the point 0, -1. And notice when I plotted that point, I put it on the y-axis. 0, -1 is on the y-axis, so it's the y-intercept. And then I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to let y be 0, 0 over 1. And then I'm going to cross multiply. So 0 times anything is 0 equals 1 times anything is itself. So x equals 2. So I'll plot the point 2, 0. And notice that that point is on the x-axis, so my x-intercept is 2, 0. You always know which intercept is which by simply looking at where you plotted it. You're going to let each letter be 0. You're going to figure out the other coordinate. You're going to plot them, and then you'll know. If you're on the y-axis, you're the y-intercept. If you're on the x-axis, you're the x-intercept. Well, I got everything filled in, so now it's just a matter of connecting the dots. So, looks like we've got this over here. And then don't forget we got a hole over here, but that's okay because that's where I expected my picture to be because they're always across from each other this way. So we end up with that as our final answer. And I hope that you were able to do that on your own. I hope you did pause the video and work on it on your own. If not, then I would go back, write this problem on a separate piece of paper, write the other one on a separate piece of paper, write the 2 practice quiz problems on a separate piece of paper, the homework problems. You got tons of problems that we now have worked through every one. So you can just recopy a couple of them and practice till you get the right answers. Alrighty.